Babylon is conquered. Those who worship Baal are ashamed. Those who worship Marduk are shattered. Her images are ashamed. Her idols are shattered. For a people from the north has come up against her. He shall make her land into a desolation, and there shall be no inhabitant in it, neither man nor beast. They have gone into captivity. They are exiled. In those days and at that time, says Yahweh, the house of Israel, they and the sons of Judah together shall associate in their exile. When they were weeping, they were exiled. And when they return from the land of their exile, they shall seek the worship of Yahweh their Allah. They shall ask to go to Zion. The road shall be subdued before them. They shall come and be added to the people of Yahweh. He shall make an everlasting covenant for them which shall not come to an end. My people have been scattered. They have been scattered sheep. The kings have made them wander. The rulers have plundered them from mountain to hill. They have gone into captivity. They have forgotten their place of trust. All those who find them have plundered them, and those who hate them say, there is no guilt on us, because they have incurred guilt before their Allah. They have gone far away from the dwelling place of his truth, and the hope of their fathers, Yahweh. Go into exile from the midst of Babylon, and go out from the land of the Chaldeans, and be like princes at the head of the people. For behold, I am bringing and causing to come up against Babylon troops of many nations from the land of the north, and they shall set war in order against her. From there shall she be seized. His arrows shall be like those of a mighty man who makes people childless. They do not return empty, and the land of the Chaldeans shall become a plunder. All who plunder her shall be satisfied, says Yahweh. Because you rejoice, because you are glad, O plunderers of my inheritance, because you skip like calves through the threshing team and lift up your voice like mighty men, your assembly has been very much ashamed. Your country has been shattered. Behold, the end of the peoples is a wilderness, desolate and ruined. Because Babylon provoked anger before Yahweh, she shall not be inhabited, but she shall become a desolation, all of her. Everyone who passes by over against Babylon shall shout and shake their heads at all her plagues. Set yourselves in order against Babylon round about, all you who draw the bow and shoot at her. Do not spare the arrows, for she has incurred guilt against Yahweh. Sound the alarm against her from round about. She has been handed over into their power. Her foundation has fallen. Her walls are destroyed. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh's people. Take vengeance on her as she did do to her. Destroy the king of Babylon and him who seizes the sword at the time of slaughter from before the sword of the enemy. For it is like wine which inebriates. Let each man turn to his people, and each man flee to his land. The people Israel are scattered. The kings have driven them into exile. First the king of Assyria ruled over them, and after that this Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, has swept them away. Therefore, thus says Yahweh of hosts, Allah of Israel, behold, I am punishing the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria, and I will restore Israel to their place, and they shall be provided for in a fruitful and fat land, and on the mountain of the house of Ephraim, and the sanctuary, their souls shall be satisfied. In those days and at that time, says Yahweh, the debts of Israel shall be sought, and they shall not exist, and the sins of the house of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will forgive the remnant which I shall leave over. Go up against the land of the rebellious people, against her and against the inhabitants of Pekod, who kill with the sword. Let them come to make a complete end of their remnant, says Yahweh, and do all such as I have commanded you. The sound of war is in the land, and great destruction. How is the king who used to make the whole earth tremble cut off and shattered? How has Babylon become a desolation amongst the nations? I have ensnared you, O Babylon, and you have been seized, and do not know it. Your sins were sought, they were found, and you were also captured, for you attacked the people of Yahweh. Yahweh has revealed his treasure house, and has brought out the vessels of the cup of cursing before him. For there is a work before Yahweh Allah of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Come up against her from her side, open her gateways, completely finish her possessions, just as they finish off a heap of corn, so finish her completely. Let her have no remnant. Destroy all her mighty men. Let them be handed over to the slaughter. Woe to them, for the day of their destruction has come. The time of the visitation of their wickedness. The sound of those who flee are rescued from the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the punishment of Yahweh Allah, the punishment of his temple. Proclaim against Babylon, you many, all who draw the bow. Encamp against her round about. Let there be no rescue for her. Repay her according to her desert. According to all that she has done, do to her. Because she has proclaimed against the people of Yahweh. She has said words which are not right before the Holy One of Israel. Therefore her young men shall be cast out in her streets, and all the men who make war shall be shattered at that time, says Yahweh. Behold, I am sending my wrath against you, O wicked king, says Yahweh, Allah of hosts. For the day of your destruction has come, the time of the visitation of your wickedness. And the wicked king shall stumble and fall, and there shall be none to raise him up. And I will kindle the fire in his cities, and it shall destroy all his environs. Thus says Yahweh of hosts, the Israelites and the sons of Judah were oppressed together, and all those who took them captive held them fast and refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He will certainly exact the payment of their humiliation, so as to shatter the wicked ones of the earth, and to bring trembling to all the inhabitants of Babylon. Those who kill with the sword shall come against the land of the Chaldeans, says Yahweh, and against the inhabitants of Babylon, and against her princes, and against her wise men. Those who kill with the sword shall come against the diviners, and they shall be confounded. Those who kill with the sword shall come against her mighty men, and they shall be shattered. Those who kill with the sword shall come against their horses, and against their chariots, and against all the auxiliaries who are in her midst, and they shall become weak like women. Those who kill with the sword shall come up against her treasure houses, and they shall be plundered. Scorching heat is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is a land of images, and they boast about her idols. Therefore beasts shall come into contact with cats, and ostriches shall dwell in it, and it shall not be inhabited again forever, and it shall not be settled for generations. My memory loathes you, just as Yahweh loathed Sodom and Gomorrah and her neighbors, says Yahweh. No man shall dwell there, and no man shall sojourn in it. Behold, a people coming from the north, and mighty nations and many kings shall suddenly come from the ends of the earth. They hold bows and shields. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their sound is like the sea in its roaring, and they ride on horses. They are set in order against you, O assembly of Babylon, like a man who wages wars. The king of Babylon has heard the report of them, and his hands have become feeble. Distress has seized him. Behold, like the pains of a woman in childbirth. Behold, a king with his troops shall come up against him. Against them, like a lion which goes up from the pride of Jordan, and encircles the campsite of shepherds. For in season I will bring them against her, and appoint rulers over her. For who is like me? And who is there who will meet me? And there is no king who has any strength before me. Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh, which he has advised against Babylon, and his plan which he has devised against the inhabitants of the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the strong ones of the people shall drag and kill them. Surely they shall make their habitation desolate upon them. And at the sound of the capture of Babylon, the earth trembled, and the shout is heard among the nations.